Hey guys, so now we're expecting baby number 6. You're probably wondering, what are our plans?
What's next for us? What are we gonna do? How are you gonna manage six when you have five already? Which makes no sense because if we can manage five, we can manage six.
What's
So what's
6?
another one?
What's another one?
After you've had baby one, or I understand if you're a little panicked over one, but after two, you kind of got your feet wet, and then after your third one, it really doesn't matter at that point.
Not really.
I mean, if you're married, I don't see what the issue is. If you're married, not having kids out of wedlock,
You're happy, you're stable,
you're
everything's
happy,
fine.
and you can afford to take care of your kids.
Nothing's stopping you.
Nothing's stopping you. I mean, what's the problem?
What excuse you possibly have after that? Or what's a physical problem? Unless it's just like mentally uncomfortable for you to see.
I mean, I get some people are like, okay, I have two, and I'm going crazy with the two that I have, which is, in all fairness, is understandable because kids are stressful sometimes, especially like if you have like younger ones or that are really close in age, or a special needs child, or both in our case.
Yeah.
It can be overwhelming, but then once you
Special needs
master
I
it,
do.
once you learn how to manage what you have, adding more to it is just like, nothing. It's really nothing to it, right?
Not really. Yeah. Um.
And even to take it on I guess a spiritual or religious note, because I'm not like overly religious. I do have my beliefs, but I do recall a scripture that said to be fruitful, multiply, and what was it? It's in Genesis. Be fruitful and multiply. Basically to repopulate. We're just repopulating.
Yeah.
We're not gonna overly populate because
Yeah.
there's other people for that. But I feel like we're playing our part in the world by
Yeah. And didn't they say that it's an all-time low last year or something like that?
last year, sometime in the
They
last
said
couple
make
years,
more
there was a
babies.
shortage of newborns in our country.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're not out of wedlock. We're married.
Yeah.
Why can't we have kids?
And be happy.
And be happy.
Okay, so what about the people that said, "Why didn't you tell me?"
Okay, so for the people that have told me that I've gone through this, where I say, well, why didn't you tell me you were pregnant? And I've told people, but then I ask. Now I'm at the point where it's like I ask you, like, okay, if I didn't tell you, ask yourself, what would you have said if I had told you? And then that's probably why I didn't tell you, because
That same exact response that you have pending in your head.
we just want to be happy with the news. No, I don't want to hear any bummers like, well, you just had one. Why are you having more?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, what's wrong with you?
Why don't you have as many
If I'm
kids
happy.
Some people, and I love it when I go to Walmart, or when we're out and people look at us,
You get those looks like,
and they're like, oh my god, your family is so beautiful.
yeah.
And then other people are looking like, well, I can't wait to have a family that big. And my question is, why not have a family this big?
It's fun. The kids
Why
love
not?
it. One funny thing is that we got a family sticker pack that we put on the back of our van. So like when we park it, or we're still in the van before we get out, we always get like a lot of people looking back while they're passing by, like pausing to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they see the dog and they're like, oh, and they're like laughing. They're like, wow. Or if we meet somebody off a Let Go, Craigslist, or OfferUp or whatever, and they see the back, they're like, is that all yours? And we're like, yeah. So like,
No, we borrowed some of them.
yeah, we just like
we borrowed a couple.
we don't want them to go away, But what do you think is the top 3 benefits of having a large family?
Top 3 benefits. Okay, my first one. You don't have to talk to strangers.
No.
You never run out of
People to
people
talk
to
to.
talk to.
I mean, sometimes they can overtalk you and give you a headache. But
There's always something new to do. There's always company. You're not bored.
You never bored, so that's 2.
2. I guess number 3. And I wouldn't see these are top reasons, but they're
Our top
the first things that come to mind. And number 3 is actually it gets cheaper over time. It's not as expensive as people think. Like especially after number 2, you kind of have the hand-me-down phase going on.
But it depends if it's like 2 different genders.
Right.
But in our case, we have like a bunch of girls and only 1 boy, so we always have to buy for the boy, brand new. But for the girls, we just buy for the oldest, and they're really close in age. So like when we buy for the oldest, whatever she doesn't wear or she can't fit anymore goes to the next one. And sometimes we have brand new clothes that they don't even fit in.
But can you imagine buying brand new things for every kid every single time?
I mean, some people do because they have it like that.
That's where it gets expensive. But I personally don't believe in spoiling my kids.
And they're not wearing ragdoll clothes or anything, so whatever's stained or dirty, I love throwing away stuff, and he gets mad for it. But like if it's stained or I can wash it twice and it's still not, it's goes straight in the trash. I might give it a third try for like play clothes, but like even that, they still wear going out clothes sometimes. There's no clothes.
Donations and donating.
He's always trying to give away
back to the community.
But I always, if it's dirty, dingy, I'm throwing it away, and they always have clean clothes. Like I don't keep the dingy clothes and pan it down. No, they get either the ones that have not been used or the ones that are in really good condition. They just hand down to the next one, and they're all really close in age, anyways. And plus the preemie, Julia, that is 2 now. She's still in like, she moved up from 6 to 9 months to 12 to 18 months now. So all her 6 to 9 month clothes are waiting for Joy, the baby that we have now, when she's ready to fit into those. And if it's another girl, the same thing will happen. If it's a boy, anything of Jaden's, the boy that we have now, if any of his clothes he can't fit, they're in good condition, we'll be on the wait list for the boy. It's pretty much like that.
Overall, it's a recycle, reuse, reduce, recycle. We just like to save on our money because that's kind of what you end up doing. You figure it out along the way.
You do. Why do the kids love having siblings? They love
our kids like having siblings because they always have something to play with. Like we're not out here struggling to find play dates or friends for our children because they play with each other.
Yeah, when I just had 2, it was like the hardest times. I think 2 and 3 kids, when it came to that part, 2 and 3, when it was just Julia, when we was at that stage, I think it was like harder at that point because they still were bored of each other, and it was like the cycle just kept rotating, and like they weren't like, they still wanted something to do. When it was just 2 of them, that was even harder because like I had to physically entertain them, and I also had to work and do other things that I had to do and stuff like that. And when it was 1, that was even harder. It was cheapest. I mean, all I had to do was pay for daycare and stuff like that, but like it was harder than having them we have now.
Because you're trying to find out what they like, what they don't like.
Yeah, and try to like fit into their likes, try to keep up with their milestones and stuff like that, and try to keep up with everything and trends and all kinds of stuff you're trying to keep up with. And then you buy a whole bunch of stuff for your first because you don't know anything. I bought so much stuff, and I didn't only use the baby bathtub, the bassinet, and like maybe 2 to 3 onesies and diapers. That was it. But I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I never used any of it.
I think more importantly, besides having someone to play with, they actually learn from each other and teach each other. And the oldest play with the youngest, so it's kind of like what we teach the oldest gets taught to the youngest.
Yeah.
With extra help, so it helps them learn faster.
Because we never taught Juliana, she's 3, her colors or her ABCs or like how to spell certain words and other things that she learns. But she learned that from the oldest 2, and then from watching them do it in school, and then
our 2-year-old picks up behind it.
So she's learning her colors, her ABCs and everything. When she was saying her ABCs for when she was like 1 and stuff like that, she was like saying colors, and she just started saying like full on sentences at 2. Like she could have a conversation with her, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
And like now she starts doing like these fun personality things where she's like, "Huh, how you doing?" Or like funny. I'm talking about I love you. It comes to give you a hug and runs. It's so funny. But that's enough for that one, for that answer of that question. How does everyone fit into our van?
How does everyone fit into our van? Well, that's a good question.
We did have to go by the minimum weight measurements, though that all our children could still be in car seats. They are at the minimum for height and weight, so we made sure of that. So that's how they're sitting. That's how the oldest 3 are sitting in the back third row.
Somebody who's not driving a school bus who has car seats for every one of their children in their minivan.
We have about, how many car seats do we have? We have about five car seats. We have an extra one, 6. I don't know why we have 6 car seats. We have 5 car seats, but 2 goes in his car, and no, 3 goes in his car.
3, no, 2.
Because but we still have an extra third one. It's just if you need it.
Okay.
But he has 2 that goes in his car, but there's an extra bonus one that sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't. And there's 2 that goes in my car. And that extra one, sometimes it's in the living room, sometimes here. I don't know. The kids play with it sometimes. I don't know why we have 6 car seats. We have 6. But that's how we do it with that way. If we need to travel with all the kids, we'll just like, okay. I mean, all the kids. I mean, if we need to travel both cars, yeah, we'll have some in his car with car seats and some of mine in car seats.
We do that.
But the oldest one, like Jasmine, she's really heavy. So like she doesn't need a car seat at all.
Yeah.
And she meets the minimum for the height.
The minimum. Jaden's in a car seat.
Because he doesn't listen.
On this side. Juju's on this side in a car seat. Jasmine's in the middle.
Yes.
Right? And then the second row, we have 2 babies on both sides.
So you have Joy here, and then you have Julia over there.
So
but
4 car seats.
We took out 2 of the car seats in the third row because there was not enough room for when we do like road trips and stuff like that. They want to like sleep and get comfortable, but if we need to, and we're just doing something like short, if we have the time, we'll put them in there.
Creativity, but we figure it out.
Yeah.
Get it done. And the kids are still safe, so there's no need to worry about that safety because they're safe.
And we are saving up for a 5th row vehicle. We really want a Ford Transit because it has 5 rows, of course, but we only need 4. And the 5th row will be taken out, and we'll use that for extra trunk space for like a triple or a quad stroller. Right now we have a double, and that feels like a single stroller. But I would love a triple or a quad stroller. Quad stroller would be awesome.
Yeah.
Really.
One day.
But right now that's what we have our hearts on.
We'll get there.
Yeah. We haven't seen any other 5th row vehicles that we like.
No.
Other than the Nissan has one and Dodge, but Dodge is really top heavy. Nissan, I don't know. It's kind of like bulky a little bit to me. I like the red ones though. I don't know the names of them. I really don't know name of it. I don't know the name of it, but I like it. What? No, you already answered that question. No? How do you handle negative comments about your big family?
How I deal with negative comments personally, I tend to try to ignore them because the comments that I get aren't very nice. So I stay away from those people. Because if you can't be happy for me, then that's fine. But not to the point where I feel like you're putting me down or like borderline disrespecting me because I'm having children. My family's growing. So I guess like the best way I can deal with it is ignore it. That's really all I do because I know me.
I find it weird when everybody goes to him with it, but they don't really
Yeah, they don't
come
go
to
to
me
her.
at
Nobody
all.
goes to her. Nobody
They
says
literally,
anything. They come to me because for many reasons, I don't know why.
I don't know. I guess because he responds to it or gives them an answer. Like, I'm just blunt with my responses. You like it or you don't, or just leave me alone.
I mean, my response would be similar. So it's like I tend to be silent and passive in some instances because I just don't want to start the back and forth because I have my reasons. You have your reasons as to why I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that I've managed to do just fine. My kids aren't in trouble. I don't have any open cases on me right now. I don't have DCF in my business. My kids are eating. They're not, you know, they're not wanting for anything. So
yeah.
I really don't even think there should be any question. Period.
When was the last time any of the kids even like came up to us and asked us for anything? Like we usually try to have it there before they ask.
Outside of what normal kids ask for, like
Ryan's World Toys or
doing things that
a little surprise, but like
you know,
they never came to us and asked for like we always like I remember one time they woke up and they're like, can we get a pool? And next thing you know, I ordered one but they didn't know, and that same day it arrived in the mail from Amazon and they were like, yay, pool! So like
they don't even ask to go swimming.
Yeah, we just
have a pool.
Yeah, so
splash pad. Like
we do plan to get a bigger one.
Or need, we cater to and we make it happen.
Yeah, so that we could get in with them. They have enough room and it's like safe for them, especially the youngest. She doesn't drown or anything.
So negative comments, I don't listen to. I don't hear. I ignore. There's no place for that.
How do you handle the chaos?
You have to make time for yourself. As
Sure.
a parent, yes, it's possible. You just have to make it work. Like, you make time for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You can make time for yourself, even if it's like 10 minutes. Like, just a time to step aside and bring it back in. Sometimes these kids will take you there. They will take you there, and if you're not careful, you know, bad things can happen or unfortunate things can happen. And it's up to us as parents to really keep our shit together, not lose our minds because, excuse my French, but you know, it's daunting sometimes. It really is. But when you look at them and you see their happiness
and the
smiles, it's all worth it. Like, you know, you get 1 point for the stressfulness, but then 100 points for how your parent, you know, how happy the kids are. You know, how you feel afterwards. So that's how I deal with the chaos. It's just kind of.
How do you manage one-on-one time with each child?
I don't know.
I
don't think there's ever been one-on-one time with me. Like, everybody's just there together.
Yeah.
If I ever do one-on-one time,
we give them all like love and attention. Like we'll be like tickling all of them, playing with them, and watching movies together, and playing games, and going outside and play, or play in their playroom together with them.
They do want their individual time.
With the oldest,
Jasmine will be okay, and then Jasmine, you know, like daddy, tickle me, daddy, tickle me, daddy.
Yeah, that's what I said. With the oldest, I try to get her nails done. She gets like a nail polish, and like we just spend time, get lunch or something. Jaden, we probably go out to the park. I probably take like him and like
he's
maybe
going to the gas station,
Julie or something like that. Yeah.
Get him a lollipop or something.
Every time we leave the store, if we were just leaving with a small car, we just take one or two with us, and like maybe we'll like. If it's going to the grocery store, we'll probably get something like a treat and like take the long way home and like listen to music, dance, and have fun. But what's the next question? Where do you go to eat out?
When we do go out to eat, Golden Corral.
I like IHOP because two of them have us
you
free.
Know, just for the variety. IHOP mostly though because they have the special user set was 2 kids eat free per adult.
Even if they didn't, like it's still only like $40-$50.
So
that's
nothing. Between the both of us, 4 kids eat for free. Really?
No, 2.
No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's 1 kid per adult. So between the both of us, 2 eat free.
And we get it comes up to like $33 normally.
And then everybody else kind of eats off of each other. We portion our food. Like we take off of our plate to make a whole plate for the others.
No, we don't.
We don't. We've done that before.
We did that for a while ago, but like now,
I think
like
that was until we discovered IHOP. Yeah.
yeah,
And then we started.
we do that at Golden Corral sometimes because they're picky and they don't want to eat.
Yeah.
But they'll like if they see us eating when they were younger, they're older now. When they see us eating, they want to eat off of our plate. They don't want to eat off of their own plate. They don't want what they have. So we had to get food and pretend that we eat it, and then give it to them, pretend like we're sharing. But we already know that was their portion anyways. But when it comes to IHOP, they all get their own little kids meal. It's only like $4, so like 2 is like $8. Like and only 4 eat, so you're looking at like $16 plus tax. That's nothing. Plus we get like we stay within the $10 to $15 range, so you're looking at like $33 like it is normally with 2 being free.
Fill them up. They eat. It doesn't take much to fill them up.
They don't.
Tiny bellies.
We give them Happy Meals, and they don't even eat the whole thing. Only the oldest 2 do. Sometimes, if they don't leave a nugget or some fries.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Come here. How do you manage the clutter? We actually clean up after.
Constantly.
Everything.
Constantly clean.
You finish playing in the playroom, clean it up before you eat go and eat lunch.
If you want to do anything else,
before bed, clean up your bedroom.
God,
everything has to be cleaned up. Everything.
That has to be done.
If you don't, like 2 days goes by, just not. The house is a mess, and the anxiety level goes up like crazy. How many gallons of milk do we go through in a week?
6 or 7.
Yeah, we do.
Probably go through a gallon a day.
We go through a lot.
A gallon a day. If like we're out of juice or something, we give water. They drink lots of water, but between the babies, and the big kids wanting it as well, it's like 6 or 7 gallons. A gallon a day. They'll go through a half gallon in like a half hour.
If you have no control over it, they love milk. How much does it cost to feed our family a month? I'd say if it wasn't for couponing and going when they have specials at Publix, buy one get one free, it will probably be like $600-700 a month, and that's just like making sure most of them are like frugal meals, and the other half is making everything homemade, like biscuits, bread, pizza, stuff like that. So with the couponing and all that said, we spend about $350 a month, which is a minimum of $775 a week, which could go
that's when we're scrapping.
That could go as high as $106 to $250 a week. It depends on the coupons that we have. So if we have coupons, we're looking at roughly like $75 to $80. That's normally how it goes with our coupons. But
for those of you wondering, $75 can feed your whole family.
That's only with coupons. Without, no, it don't. Because with coupons, it's cutting off a good like $100 or so dollars.
Rice, beans.
Nobody want to eat no rice and beans all day.
I'm telling you, but if you're starving, if you're in a predicament, say for coronavirus, and some weird thing happens to where all the stores are shut down, we're on a nonstop quarantine or whatever, and all the food sold out, and you're down to the bare essentials like rice, like grains, bread, things like that. I promise you, we could figure it out. We will make it work. $75 of that stuff would last between potatoes, rice, bread, canned vegetables, and fruit.
Like we'll have like fried fish with cornbread and fries or something like that, and mac and cheese and stuff like that. Like maybe like 3 times out of the week, and then the other times we're just eating like maybe soup with grilled cheese and grilled chicken.
And I always say that if we had to. I'm not saying that we're striving to make.
I know you say
you
can $75.
But it's possible. Is all I'm saying.
It's possible off of $75 only without coupons, like he's saying. But we use coupons, and it comes up to like about $75. And then when you do, I think it's Ibotta. I don't remember the name of the 2 apps that I use. I use coupons.com, the app, and I think it's Ibotta.
It's different ones.
But it depends. We bounce around, and you get like cash back.
The manufacturer's coupons.
Manufacturer's coupons, store coupons, and Ibotta. That saves you a lot. Like you're saving like 3 to 4 times.
Couponing would definitely goes a very
on one
way.
item to the time where it's almost free, and we got like almost what $50 worth of free groceries in that last video I showed.
And we're not even
$65.
Hardcore couponers like that. Not yet, at least.
There's some people that pay like $1 for like $400 worth of food.
Her name is Coupon Katie or something like that. It's like,
and there's crazy coupon lady too.
Crazy coupon lady. I follow her on
I follow her on email.
On Instagram.
I got an email subscription. I got an email subscription on hers, but like she's awesome. Like I used to use her back in the day, but like I haven't been on her website in a while. But she's the one that lets me know of items that's going on
Walmart
sale.
Clearance too.
Yeah, secret Walmart clearance that also works too.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's how we get
just
it.
Scanning everything. Go to Walmart, just scan everything, and then you might see,
so
it says $5, it's only 25 cents.
It's not because we're big balling or anything like that. It's just we shop smart.
Like we used to get shoes for like $1, like 2 months ago. Oatmeal for like 50 cents. The whole instant pack. So like we picked up like 10 of those. So like imagine like that's only like $5, $10.
Milk on clearance for. 60 cents?
That was Kroger. It was 62 cents, and some was 36 cents, and a whole gallon of milk. So we got like, we filled up our fridge and freezer for like under like $5 in milk alone.
So if you want a big family or aspire, or you're.
But you gotta travel though to get those good deals. You have to travel. We go to Atlanta, and that's an hour and a half to an hour and 44 minutes. And just to go to Kroger to get some good deals. So, yeah, we're like doing other things while we're up there too. We have a virtual mailbox, so we go over there and check our PO box and stuff like that. But like, when it comes to deals, going to like special stores, Costco, stuff like that, because we don't have a Costco here in Alabama where we're in the location that we're living in. So when we go, we actually have to drive and travel to get those deals. But we filled up like half our fridge with yogurt. Some was like 5 cents, 10 cents, 19 cents. Chobani for like 49 cents each, 19 cents. Like, come on. What?
You got mouths to feed.
And then I had 2 manufacturer coupons for $1.50 off for 3. So you can imagine that I pretty much got like all those for free in the Chobani brand. But you get good deals. Yeah, that's all for our questions.
That's it. So, all in all, we're just happy that we have another baby on the way. We'd love it if we'd like it, and we can't stop it from happening, but we would like it if you held off on the negative comments.
Yeah.
Like if you can't say anything nice, don't say nothing at all.
But it shouldn't be like old or brand new. I mean, I said old. It shouldn't be brand new because like if you search on YouTube and type baby number 9, baby number 7, you find like a bunch of videos of other people that have just the amount of kids that we do.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why it's so brand new. And like what, 2 generations back, you came from families that had like 6 kids, 12 kids. Mm-hmm. Like my mom has 9 brothers and sisters. So like she decided to end the generation, but I guess I decided to continue it because I only have 1 brother. Mm-hmm. But I mean, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Plenty.
And just from his birth mother alone, how you like? What is it like?
My family alone, my mother, I have 5 other siblings.
So he's
on my mom's
6
side.
from his
on
mom's
my dad's side. There's me, 3 brothers, and would have been a sister had she, she wasn't stillborn. So
from both of your parents combined, you have about like 9 brothers and sisters.
9, yeah.
So like
10, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not from his adopted parents either. Like so, like he has like siblings on top of siblings. So
see what? It's nothing new.
It really is.
Heck, I think even Moses. Not Moses. Was it Moses? No. Abraham. There we go. Abraham. Y'all know the song Abraham. Father Abraham. I mean, son. Abraham had lots of. It's in the Bible.
How many children he got?
He had back in the Bible, God promised Abraham children or something like that. Basically, him and Sarah had many children.
I mean, there's some people that have 13. It was even on
But
YouTube.
that's if you read the Bible.
Like
You read the
22
Bible,
kids
you
and
know.
counting. It was like 22 and counting or something like that. They have like
John and Kate plus
their own
8.
TV
They
channel.
had their own shit. We're not trying
I mean,
to start
that's
a
a
TV
TV
show. We don't want our own
TV
show.
show.
We don't want our own
They have
TV
their own
show.
TV show.
It's not
I'm
the
so
goal.
tired. I'm like not even
But,
using my words
you know,
right.
you get it. Big families are okay. It's okay to have big families. Don't let anybody tell you it's
You would
not.
think it would be normal, but I guess not.
It's just not normal.
Everyone judges,
You.
so yeah. For you,
Keep your personal feelings out of it.
yeah.
And let us people who have big families be great because we are. So, yeah, that's that.